Well, just talk a little crypto here for a second. Theta, $2.48 hit $2.58. T Fuel was nearly, excuse me, almost 4 cents. It got to 3.88. Oh, 88. 3.88 today, as in the last 2 hours. And Theta got as high as 258. And it actually looked like it got 255 at 1 a.m. Or at least that 2 hour candle, within that 2 hour candle. Let me go down to the 1 hour. Yeah, starting at 2 a.m. 254, then 255, 256, got to 258, back down a little bit, back up at 7 a.m. this morning. Oh, again, within that hour. 258 for it was actually 2.5847, it looks like. New all-time high for Theta. Current price $2.48. So I had some orders that I sold at 222. I think I mentioned this. And Woo Dude told me, he goes, well, they just showed me 186. I go, oh, okay. So I go, I'll place some orders at 188, and I did. I think I had one order at 188, one order at 187. 187 on a mother trucking Theta, Snoop Dogg, and it got to 184. Just a quick little dip. So my orders filled. Again, I sold at 222, so I bought back more Theta than I had because I got it back at 186 or 187, 188, and now it's 250. So when I did that trade, you know, I'm telling you there is gonna be a big pullback coming. I said that just in case it comes, and I'm thinking it's not here yet, and it comes. I don't want to sell off my whole Theta trade bag. Now, I don't mean all my Theta that I have remaining, but the bag that I'm willing to trade. So that's why I said, all right, I'll take this trade bag, I'll cut it in half, I'll leave the other one alone in case it goes up to the dream number my wife got, which is higher than 250, by the way, but not too awfully much higher. So we're getting close. But I said, in case that happens, I'd like to have some Theta to sell at that price and not have to dip into my stash again. So I got my trade bag, I cut it in half. And essentially I had some orders sitting there at the higher price that never filled. But the other half that I had, I was playing the 222 game with, I told you about. Oh, keeps going to 222, goes back down there on 2 something, back to 222, back down to 204, 205, you know. So I was playing that game, but that's when Voodoo goes, well, I just heard 186. Oh. Now, had he not told me that, I probably had orders in around 204, 205. It still would have been a good profit, 10% or so. But 187 and 188 is a little bit better. A lot better. That's quite a bit better. So, thank you, Woo Dude. And it panned out. So I did the trade, worked out. Now I'm waiting for the bigger number, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we hit that number that is above 250. And now I've got, since I got the Theta back, more Theta back than I had at the 222 one. Now I've combined those two back together again, because remember I cut it in half and said I'll just sell this at the higher price if it ever hits it. The other half is what I sold at 222. So now I've got both those bags, if you will, into one bag. And now I've got both for sale at the higher price. So that'll work out really good. And if that sells and that it fills, and then we have this big pullback, which I'll give you some timing, we think maybe is end of this month, potentially early March, or just call it end of this month, sometime into March. Because again, this stuff is liquid. The markets are they move. There's no, well, we're 2 weeks off, sorry. And again, woo-woo friend, female, has been getting forever that when this damn thing ever finally comes and pulls back hard, it would be the prime time to buy Theta and Digibyte. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if Digibyte is going to go to that freaking dream number I got a few months back, still waiting. And that would be epic, because then I could unload that at that price, let's say at the end of this month, or before the, hell, it could be days or a week or two from now, who knows. So Digibyte hits the big number I've been waiting on. Theta hits the number, my order sell. Oh my god, the crash happens. Holy crap, I just got some cheap Theta and cheap Digibyte. Oh my god, this is awesome. Best trade I've ever done in my life. Blah, 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 blah. Until XRP happens. That trade. Oh my god, I got all my Theta back. Oh my god, I got even more Digibyte back. From my house, paying off my house. I got it all back, and I got a little bit more. Holy crap. You know, that's what I'm looking for. I'd love to have that happen. Boy, oh boy. So, anyway, just want to share some of the prices with you today. Digibyte got to 3, 4, 5, was it? About 3 different times it got to 3.5 cents. So the last time we had that kind of price was, I think, August of last year, when everything was popping. You know, well, everything was, but Digibyte in particular was really doing well for itself. It had never seen numbers like that, and God knows, you know, since the old all-time highs, you know, which were still higher, by the way. The old all-time highs were quite a bit higher than even that. So if we go back, it was 3.7 cents. And I'm looking at the Binance chart, so it only goes back to July of last year. But I want to say maybe the super duper all-time high for Digibyte was maybe in the teens, I think. Matter of fact, let me just pull up CoinMarketCap real quick so I don't have to change my settings on TradingView. DGB, all-time high, would be back in here, which was 2018, January, yep, when all of the altcoins were doing the same damn thing. And it got to 13 cents, 13 and a half. 13 and a half. 13 in life, you've got it. 13 in life to go. Your crime is time. That's a true statement in crypto. Your crime is time, and it's 18 in life to go. Yeah, we got 13 in life. We got 10 more cents to go to get back to that price. But do not be discouraged. I'm telling you, it's going to go there. And a lot farther. It'll be dollars at some point. And this man is top dollar. Remember that story? So, anyways, looking good for Theta. Digibyte has a nice little, run. Red coin, for whatever reason, is above the 001 mark that it's been at forever. It's now 0034. That's a nice, surprise. But again, there's 3 big trades that I'm really hoping to make. This Theta one, the Digibyte one, would be nice. But the big one for me right now would be Theta, hitting above 250, the price we've got in Patreon, my wife's dream. If Digibyte were to do the dream number that I got also, oh my god, it'd be great. And then they both dump. They'll be scooping back up for like pennies on the dollar. Oh my god. Epic trade. And then there's XRP. And if there's a 4th one, it's XLM. But the XRP one hasn't happened yet. Now, I did do some trades with that recently. Again, I got a trade bag, and then I've got my hodl bag. I'm not going to sell 100% of that stuff. I've done that like one time, I think, with Digibyte. It worked, but like, you're playing dangerously, Never sell your whole bag. If you're trading, take half the damn bag at the worst case, and then if you're trading 50%, that's a lot to be trading. But, you got to have something just in case you're wrong and that damn thing keeps going up. You don't want to miss out on that. So that's why I do these little trade bags where I got my stash, and I'm not going to touch my stash, but I'll take my trade bag, and you know what, let me cut my trade bag in half in case this one goes up, and that one goes down. I can play the game both, two ends of that. So, anyways, looking good. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we'll do another video. Remember that aircraft trike wing thing that I told you guys about a couple years ago-ish? And then I ended up selling the thing. My wife, we sold the RV. Do we really need that? We could have we could use the money right now. Yeah, sold it. But I knew, and I told him, I was like, I will be back at one day. in the future, probably when cryptos go way up and stuff, because I don't want to get the little. It was nice. It was a more inexpensive one. It was used. It was an older model, but it wasn't the one they make these days. And the ones I was training in was the one that he makes these days. This guy. I'm going to share this with you because when some of y'all are crypto rich, some of you might right now be like, I'm already crypto rich. Joe, where can I get one of those? I'll gladly tell you here in the next video. Take care.